Welcome to the highlights of the final of Legends of Chess. Well, what turned out to be the final day of the title clash, Magnus Carlsen just doubled his advantage after having won the first set, won the second rather easily, and finished the match with a set to spare. Finally, it was Ian Nepomniachtchi who had to settle for the second spot. But before that, there was a lot of action. It seems that, okay, 2-0 looks like a one-sided result, but Magnus Carlsen had his moments of struggle. He had to go through a bit of toil, but overall, he just underlined his supremacy that in the world of chess, he is absolutely the topmost player, and others are still some distance away. And the way he mastered his rival was something which will be remembered for a long time, because this particular triumph of his also marked his fifth win in 6 tournaments, 6 online events this year, and he's been winning practically everything. And the only time he lost was in the semifinals of one of the events on the tour, which was eventually won by Daniel Dubov. So this is now, as things stand, Magnus Carlsen has underlined his worth as the world's best player, and how. And yesterday, Ian Nepomniachtchi just had to win the second set to force the decider, but then he was never close to it. Game 1, Magnus Carlsen just punished Nepomniachtchi for being far too aggressive, and the Russian decided to open his castled king because probably he thought that aggression was the only way to get anywhere close to Magnus Carlsen. And Magnus, as I said, he had seen this move but thought that it was too obvious a mistake, which Nepomniachtchi wouldn't commit. But Nepomniachtchi, being as desperate as he was, chose that line and got severely punished and lost in just 26 moves. Down 1 in the first match itself, Nepomniachtchi had to do something with white in the second game. Now, the second game turned out to be very complicated. It wasn't very clear until well into the middle game that who had the advantage, because both players needed to play very accurately. The calculations had to be precise. Eventually, there was a time when Magnus Carlsen decided to take some time off to actually think. He wasn't blitzing his moves as he normally does. He saw the right continuation in a very complicated game and got the edge. And obviously, when Nepomniachtchi decided to give up his rook for a minor piece, thereafter, of course, the edge was with Magnus Carlsen, but Nepomniachtchi kept fighting. But though the game lasted 76 moves, those who were watching knew that this was just a matter of time. Magnus Carlsen was right on top of the game for nearly 50 odd moves, because Nepomniachtchi made one mistake around the 20 plus moves, and thereafter for nearly 50 moves, Magnus Carlsen was searching for a win. And as Anatoly Karpov, the former world champion who was also commentating, pointed out that on move number 51, Carlsen missed an easier way to win, but then it didn't really prove costly, because Carlsen somehow managed to just squeeze that point out of Nepomniachtchi to go 2-0 up. And thereafter, it was just a matter of time that he just needed a draw. He played very solidly, had winning chances again, but then he didn't press too hard for a win, as he does, as we've seen that he does it so often after taking a 2-0 lead. He's happy for a draw unless his opponent really gives that extra half a point on a platter. So it was Magnus Carlsen once again gained $45,000 for winning his third tournament on the tour out of 4. And now he heads the field for the Grand Chess Final. Now, this Grand Final comprises of 4 players. Initially, it was designed for those who win the tournament. That means if there had to be 4 tournament winners, all 4 would have qualified for the finale. But as it turned out, Magnus Carlsen won 3, Daniel Dubov won the other. So 2 players won 4 titles. So to fill the other 2 spots, the organizers had already decided that players with maximum number of point aggregate among the non-winners of the tournament would make it. So that paved the way for Hikaru Nakamura and Ding Liren. So in the tournament starting from the 9th of August, you'll find the semi-final lineup is already out. So Magnus Carlsen will be playing Dingleren, and Dubov will be up against Nakamura. So that's a cash-rich tournament. Offers 300,000 US dollars, with a winner getting 1.4 lakh dollars. The runner-up will be richer by $80,000, and the two losing semi-finalists will get $40,000 each. So that's the big one. But what really happened in this particular event and this particular final was that Magnus Carlsen, after the particular match, also he said that he's a chess addict. What makes him different from the rest of the guys is that he just loves playing chess, and he spends a lot more time, and he's not happy with the execution. Sometimes when he wins, he's not very happy with the execution part, so he goes back and works even harder. So, and that he very rightly said that it is not for him to see that others make a bid to get closer. He says that's what others to work on. But Magnus Carlsen is really proving to the chess world that he's way ahead of the rest, and he's playing some fantastic chess. And let's hope that when we see the grand chess final, there will be some more action, and let's see who gets the closest to the champ. And upsets cannot be ruled out, but then the format is like 5-set semi-final and a 7-set final. So a lot of action to look forward to. Till next time, it's time for me to say goodbye. Thank you for watching.